What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So people are always looking to make bank in the crypto market. You're looking to make so much money. And I understand where you're coming from, wanting to have quick returns, quick gains, and seeing profits right in front of your face. Obviously, it's very tough to know exactly when the crypto market is going to absolutely explode, but know that where we stand, we haven't seen that explosion yet. We're expecting to see much more when it comes to altcoins, even when it comes to Bitcoin. So, with that being said, how are you going to find a way to make the most money that you possibly can in the crypto market? And just to let you know, nothing is a guarantee. Nothing is saying that 100% you will gain a crazy amount of money. It all depends on how much research, how much education, how much effort you put into it, and also how disciplined you are within the market in order to honestly make bank within this exploding market, potential exploding market, or eventual exploding market. So I want to talk about a simple way that you can make bank in this crypto market before it explodes. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to check out the entire the platform that we're using for this video, which is Margex, feel free to utilize that platform down below. The link will be at the top of the description. It's a great platform. I was very skeptical at first, but then as I got, into it, I decided to, reach out to the team. I decided to, see who else is connected with it. I decided to just check everything about it. And honestly, it's just been the most amazing thing that's kind of happened in my life in the past 4 months. So just because I've been able to trade, just because I've been able to also get a sponsorship from them and have that connection to the channel, it's just been amazing. So let's talk about this. If you looked at the crypto market recently, it's currently standing at a $2.43 trillion market cap, where we're seeing Bitcoin sit around 67,000. It still hasn't fully exploded yet. It is approaching the $70,000 mark. You can see within the last 7 days that it's up 10%. Other things like Ethereum, you're seeing is up 6%, 6.6%, and some others may be down, some others may be up, but it's back and forth. It's a push and pull market. But most people, including me, are investing in for the long term, for that push to the ultimate bull market, the ultimate peak point for every single position, right? Not necessarily wanting to fully take profit at these early stages when it gets to $3 trillion market cap, $4 trillion market cap, 5, 6, right? We don't want to sit here and just take profit at those levels, but we're taking bits and pieces. The way that you can find a way to kind of exceed or excel in this market is honestly doing what a lot of other people do. Let me kind of switch gears a little bit and talk about something that me and my brother-in-law talked about. We talked about Netflix. Netflix has, what is it, $7 or $8 billion in debt due within a year. And you see that, they have about $7 billion in cash, as well as, about $1 billion elsewhere, but very liquid, right? So this is something where you can have that easy access. If all else fails, you can pay off that debt in a massive scale and still have probably multiple hundreds of millions of dollars, in your bottom line. So honestly, when you look at that, you're utilizing other people's money. Netflix is utilizing other people's money in order to make themselves a boatload of money, right? The same thing goes here. With a platform like Margex, you are leverage trading. Now, leverage trading can be very risky and can be, honestly scary for some people because they think back to margin trading and they're like, if I put in $40, I could potentially lose my entire account. That's not the way that you would do things here. You have two types of leverage trading, which we will go through, but one will siphon from your account. The other one will only take out what you've put into it. So if it gets liquidated at $40, not at $400 or $4,000. Does that make sense? So basically, it's leverage trading where you're utilizing other people's money in order to make yourself more money. And while I use $100 and I want to do a 5x leverage, that means that now I'm investing $500 and getting the gains for $500 while only risking my $100. However, it does put my $100 at more risk than if I would just invest that money directly into the position, right? Let's say a position cost $100, or sorry, it cost a dollar. I get 100 shares. And if I just put in $100, if that goes to zero, that's when I lose all my money. However, it cost a dollar and I do it at a 5x leverage, I'm essentially only putting in 20%. So if it drops by 20%, then I lose my 100. So it's a little bit more risky, but you have to kind of be a better trader in order to do so. So educate yourself, find a strategy, practice, research, and you can find a successful path in leverage trading and investing in general. So with that being said, let's go into the platform that we're talking about. Now, this platform, Margex, is honestly one of the best charting platforms that I've seen. So when you could chart anything, if you go in here and you want to select any type of indicators and you want to get an EMA, you can get your EMA, your moving average exponential, and you'll have that in there. And then you could also change that, and then you could also put maybe an SMA, and you'll see a smooth moving average. And you're like, okay, I just want to change these up. You got the EMA, and you'll go ahead and hit the settings. And I like looking at a 200. Sorry, that for some reason put 8. I like looking at a 200 EMA, and I also like looking at a 50 SMA. So I'll go here and I'll put 50, and that'll give me a better picture of exactly what I'm trying to see overall. And we'll be able to break things down a little bit more. Now, if there's some people that will look at a different style of this. Maybe you'll look at the 15 moving average. And you know what? I'm just gonna go a simple, just a moving average, or MA. We'll just do MA. Let's see if that'll pop up. Yeah, we'll just do a moving average. So then we'll go in here and we'll select whatever one we want. So whether it's 15, sometimes I'll use 15. I think 15 is always a good one. But basically, what you'll do is you'll set it up for yourself, and whenever you set it up, you can dynamically update it and go to Bitcoin and say, okay, I have my EMA and SMA, if that's your typical strategy. You can also add in the RSI and do everything that you wanted with this position to look up the best strategy for you. Now, typically, I will look at definitely pullbacks. So it will be something that's pulling all the way away from the 200 EMA, or all the way away from the 50 or 15 moving average. And then I will invest short term into those plays. And that's something simple to look at. Other people may look at more patterns, may look at all these other things to give them a picture of what they're looking for. I tend to not want to do that because a lot of people they search for what they're looking for. They search for a pattern that looks bullish to them, but it's like looking up a definition on Google, right? You may have the definition, but someone else may look up a way of explaining the definition for them, right? They can look up something that fits their narrative, right? And if you want a profit out of it, if you want to invest into a position, you're going to want to see a profitable investment. Does that make sense? So I like to keep it as simple as possible, and see what I see. And if I don't see that, then I don't invest into that position, right? I'm looking for the next place or the next position that can give me a better outcome. So anyways, within Margex, there's two types of leverage trading. There's cross and there's isolated. I suggest always using isolated. If you use isolated margin, you're only putting what you put in at risk. If you use cross margin, you are now putting everything else that you have as a balance at risk. I never like doing that. I never like putting that much at risk. If I make a mistake and I feel as though it's just not the right investment, I want to make sure I'm disciplined and I either get liquidated or I get stopped out of whatever I put in. But if you look at some of the positions that I do hold, like you look at Jasmy Coin, I invested 26 Matic, which Matic is somewhere around like 70 cents or something. 50x leverage. This is kind of high. I don't typically ask to or tell anybody to do this unless you find a perfect play. And that's what I thought I found with Jasmy Coin. You can see how that's playing out. I'm up $545 or 1,697%. Now, immediately you're like, are you going to go ahead and take profit? I already took profit on this position. So I already took $250 worth of profit. I invested basically double what this is. So instead of 26 Matic, it was around the 50, 52 Matic or even 60 Matic that I had there. But I took my initial investment plus profit. So $250 total. And now I'm sitting on 545 as this does go along. And when it hits $1,000, I'm going to take another 250. And then I'm going to let that sit there for a lot longer, however long Jasmy Coins decides to run. But the point is that you're able to make a lot of money by utilizing other people's money, right? And if you look at the richest people in the world, if you look at the richest businesses in the world, you look at the wealthiest people, just you see that they are utilizing other people's money in the best way that they can to make themselves a lot more money, right? Whether that comes through a loan that has a low interest rate and they're gaining so much here and they pay back that at the lowest interest rate and they're gaining back 8%, 10%, 20%, whatever. The difference is astronomical and they're making so much money out of it. If you have a sound process to make a lot of money, then you do that, and you can also utilize other people's money in order to do so. But in the process, protect yourself. Don't risk absolutely everything. Make sure you're investing with, being very, very disciplined in what you're going to do and the things that you invest into. Now, I don't have time to go through absolutely everything here, but if you do want something that maybe a little bit less risky, but something that you can be a part of and maybe gain some returns with without having to worry about stressing to pick the positions, you can go into copy trading, which there are many different things of copy trading here, where you can get an ROI of 800, 1,000%, 100 or 200%, and you can have something that's a little bit less risky because you're not making the decision, but you still can have a massive return compared to what you get in the stock market. So anyways, I think this is a great way to make extra money, to utilize your money and make your money work for you. But make sure you practice. You can trade up to 100x leverage. You can trade as little as 5x leverage. You also don't have a minimum on how much you can trade. You can trade 50 cents or $1 if you wanted to, just for that practice. But if you guys want a little bit more of a breakdown, I have a full collection on Patreon, where if you go to collections, you'll see maybe 12 or 13 videos on leverage trading, whether it's just the mental side of it or actually going through a trade. Feel free to check out that link down below. It should be for my Patreon. You'll see it. And don't forget to check out Margex if you guys are interested in it. It honestly is a great platform. And I'm not just saying this because they are a partner with the channel and I do get a kickback. I'm saying this because the reason why I made them a partner or agreed with that partnership is because I like this platform. I've been having a ton of success and a lot of other people have been having fun with it. But again, make sure you're disciplined. Make sure you're doing research and educating yourself. Do not trade with emotion. There's so much that goes into it to where you can be successful or not successful. And I hope that you are the former. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, check out any of the links down below. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.